Hey sweet babies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you like fragrance, makeup, skincare, vlogs, real people, and real talk, definitely subscribe to my channel. Today we're going through part 1 of my perfume collection with many reviews. I know you've been waiting on this, so make sure you are subscribed. Part 2 will be uploaded tomorrow, so let's go. First, we're going to start with Scent of Peace. Was loving this summer. This is Black Currant, Grapefruit, Lily of the Valley. Something I love to wear on a super hot day because it has that nice, like, kind of watery type texture. If you like black currant, you'll like this. This is Gold Coast by Bond Number 9. So this is rose, lychee, apple. So this kind of smells like a dash of Delina La Rose with Melior with Eating Juicy Apple. So that's why I love this. Perfect for hot weather. Another Bond Number 9 is Madison Avenue for spring and summer. This is powdery rose, girly, feminine. You do get a greenness from the patchouli. It has a green apple. I think praline is in here. It's definitely got some ambroxan. So this is like a pretty girl feminine scent with a little bit of patchouli. Next is Nolita, fruity floral with the tangerine and the florals. This was the compliment getter for the summer as far as my bonds go. Like, people were loving this, and I was too. Longevity was there, projection was there, like everything was there. Greenwich Village, this one is definitely all year round. I feel like you can wear this anytime, any place, anywhere. It gives you that light, airy sweetness from the praline. Kind of smells like baccarat when you first spray it, but they definitely go in their own direction after the initial spray, after the first couple minutes. And this is just so good. The longevity is there. It has a pretty sillage too. I don't feel like it's super beast mode, but I feel like it's there and people can smell it, and I love this. This is Chinatown. Now this one is not a fan favorite, but the girls that know, the girls that get it. This is cardamom, tuberose, and vanilla. So it's like a spicy, tuberosey sweet fragrance. I always say it smells like cherry blossoms. I don't know why, because I guess because of the bottle. But yeah, this isn't for everybody. Definitely get a sample, but if you like cardamom and tuberose and vanilla, I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't like this. This is Bond Number 9, New York Nights. This is coffee, praline, sea notes. It almost has like a kind of a banana-esque type of smell to it, a little bit. So this is definitely a nice fall winter fragrance. This is also a compliment getter as well. Tribeca smells like baccarat layered with coffee break by Replica. Like, it definitely gives you that coffee, sweet praline. And then it still has a light airiness about it too, like how Baccarat and Greenwich Village does. So love that. And my last Bond fragrance is Nomad. I think this is all year round too. Like, I really do feel like you can wear this all year round, because I was wearing it on day night in the summertime. But it definitely has a rose oud fruitiness to it. The rose and the oud make you feel like you can wear it in the fall or the winter, and I feel like it will stand up in the cold. I haven't worn it in the cold yet, but we shall see. And then that fruitiness from the pear, I think it is, will give you that nice, like, still fruity, uplifting, girly, feminine. To me, some people say this leans masculine, but to me it smells very feminine. This is Worthiness by Benina Perfumes. It's a rose oud fragrance, but it's kind of a dry rose oud fragrance. My other rose oud fragrances are more sweeter than this one. This one is Royal Bouquet. This one is mostly, to me, what I get is rose, honeysuckle, and orange blossom in here. It's not as sweet as I would like it to be. It's more, very much so sophisticated, a sophisticated dry type of floral. This one is greatness. So if you like tuberose, you would like this. This is definitely a tuberose fragrance. It has a slight sweetness to it, and definitely has like a maturity or sophistication to it. Royal Amber by Orientica. This is a dupe for Herba Pura. But I've started wearing this throughout the summer, and I do like it a little better. I'm not running to go get Herba Pura, but I don't hate it like I used to. Like, this is not bad. Next is Velvet Gold by Orientica. This is a dupe for Gentle Fluidity Gold. Definitely a good dupe. Smells pretty much identical. I don't think it's as long lasting, but it definitely smells just like it, and as you can see, I've definitely worn it. So this is Amber Rouge by Orientica. This is a dupe for BR540 Extrait, and I think it's a really good dupe when I want that vibe but don't want to spray my expensive bottle. I do reach for this. This one is Oud Saffron by Orientica. This is a dupe for me, it's a dupe for Oud Bouquet, which I have. Now, I will say that it is not as long lasting as Oud Bouquet and not as projecting and strong as Oud Bouquet, but the smell of it is definitely on point. This is Florence by Swiss Arabian. This one is a dupe for Roses Beneath, and they definitely do smell alike. I feel like Roses Beneath is way more long lasting than this, but the smells are pretty much identical, and this is way cheaper. This one is Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. This is my favorite one from Swiss Arabian. This one is green apples and caramel, and it's so nice and kind of gourmand and sweet, super affordable. Nice longevity, slightly powdery a little bit. Like, I absolutely love this in the fall and winter. Definitely my favorite from Swiss Arabian. This one is Valencia by Swiss Arabian. This one, I don't think it's supposed to be a dupe for anything, but it definitely smells like Creative Inches for Her when you first smell it or spray it. And it smells like that for a little bit, but it does dry down a lot more powdery. So this one would be more feminine smelling to those that may think Creative Inches for Her is masculine. So it does dry down more powdery. It's definitely not up there as far as longevity and projection and all of that sillage. Like, none of that is compared to Creative Inches for Her. I will say that. This is Romantic by Orientica. This is a dupe for Delina. I think it's a really good dupe, actually. I use this when I want to smell like Delina, but I don't want to spray my Delina. Maybe I'm just in the house. Maybe I might be layering with something, or maybe I just want to smell like Delina going to bed, you know, so this is what I would reach for. I think it's a really good dupe. This one is Exotic by Orientica. I don't know if this is a dupe for anything because I really haven't smelled anything in my collection that smells exactly like this, but if you like creamy vanilla coconut fragrances, this is going to give it to you. It's definitely going to give you a creamy coconut frangipani type of thing. Yeah, so I like to wear this in the summertime when it's not too scorching hot, but you can wear that nice creamy feel on you. Yeah, I like to wear this. This is Hayati by Attar Collection. So this one kind of gives you those macerated fruits, kind of like Herba Pura, but this one has ice cream in the notes, so it gives you a creaminess. So it's not as musky. It's more like thick, heavy, rich, syrupy fruits with ice cream. So that's what this smells like. I like it. I don't love it, but I do like it. This is Cowtat Night by Attar Collection. This is going to give you your cherry, chocolate, kind of boozy, fall, winter, a little spicy with some cinnamon type of fragrance. So this is really nice projection, decent sillage, and pretty good longevity too. This is Arige by Attar Collection. Let's give it up for the bottle because that top just sets it off and makes it so pretty. But this is a powdery rose fragrance, one of my favorite bedtime fragrances. It's soft and just feminine, light, powdery, like, you know, just I don't know, just super cozy, clean, and feminine. Love this. And I get mixed like results from this. Sometimes I wear it throughout the night and I can smell it in the morning. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and can't smell it. So I don't know. I really can't even say what the longevity is anymore. This is Crystal Love for Her by Attar Collection, and I absolutely love this. It's fruity, it has chocolate, it has a little bit of spice from nutmeg, it's sweet from the vanilla and the chocolate. Like, I just absolutely love this. The longevity on this is beautiful. The sillage on this is beautiful. It has a decent projection. Love this for fall and winter. This is Got a Fire by Stefan Umber Lucas. This is your mango kind of green fragrance. It has a slight juiciness to it, but it feels more like a fresh, just ripened type of mango. This is unisex too. I like it. The longevity on it is nice. The projection and the sillage on it are decent. This is Venom Incarnate by Stefan Umber Lucas. Y'all, this is such a pretty strawberry leather fragrance. Like, it's strawberry and caramel and leather, and it's just so good. Like, this was bomb for summer nights. Like, summer nights, whatever you're doing, date night, like, I just was loving this summer. This one is Sandance by Stefan Umber Lucas. Y'all, this reminds me a lot of Black Phantom. I feel like it's more of a lighter, powdery version of that. Like, I still feel like Black Phantom gives me more of a deep, dark sexiness, where this one is more like a little bit lighter. Like, I would like to wear this one in the daytime for fall and winter versus Black Phantom at night. But yeah, if you like the Black Phantom, I feel like you would like this. If you like chocolatey, cocoa, cacao fragrances, you would like this. And then last are my two oils. This one is L'Oeil Rouge and this one is Amali. So this one is a like fruity fragrance. It kind of it's fruity oil. It kind of gives you the vibe of maybe like kind of like Herba Pura or Hayati or something like that, because it's like a nice deep you know, very ripened type of fruit. And then this one is more of a soft musky, clean, a little soapy type of light floral. This is Sweet Praline by Mais Sincere. This is a soft, slightly, you know, raspberry musky scent. It's very close to the skin, sits much so in your scent bubble, not very projecting. This is something I like to wear just around the house or in the bed, or I could even run errands with this. It has something in it though that smells slightly metallic to me, which I don't really care for, but I don't hate it. Like, I don't hate this fragrance. As you can see, I do wear it, but whatever that is makes me not be in love with it. This is Très Cher by Be Sincere. This one is sweet, musky, soft, kind of powdery smelling. Is also very close to the skin, not a super projector, decent longevity, not super long lasting, but it smells pretty, very, very pretty and soft. So if you're somebody that doesn't like super loud fragrances and you like them soft and feminine, you might really, really like this. And it does have like a pretty sillage. The sillage isn't beast mode, but it's kind of one of those that does kind of float in the air very lightly. My last Maison Sincere fragrance is Ombre Magique. So this one, when I bought it, I thought it was ombre like amber, but it's more ombre like ambergris. So it does have a kind of a saltiness to it. It does have a amber feel to it though. It has like a slight resinous type of sweetness to it, but it also has salty, like a salty airiness to it at the same time. I feel like the projection on this one is better than the other two. So I have worn this out and about actually, and I do like it. Like, this one out of the three is my favorite. Then we have number 6 by Rosendo Matu. So y'all know I absolutely love this. One of my favorite florals in my collection. It just smells so good. The jasmine in it isn't heavy, it's blended to perfection, and it's just a beautiful floral. It's feminine, and it just gets better and better and better the more it sits. It's sweet now. The sillage, girl, people will ask you what you're wearing because it just floats through the air. Absolutely love this. Pretty good longevity and projection, but the sillage on this is really pretty. Number 5, y'all know my number 5 is my baby. This is such a controversial fragrance. It's like either you love it or you freaking hate it, but I absolutely love it. It's so sweet and feminine and floral and pretty and addicting and alluring and all of the things, that animalic rubber note that y'all don't like. Oh my gosh, like I really don't smell it, but I know what it is y'all smelling because I smelled it when I first got it. But oh my gosh, that is what makes this addictive, sexy, and it's beautiful. Like, I absolutely love this, hands down, for lifer. The last one is number 4. So this one is saffron, oud, and vanilla. Now with number 6 and number 5, the fragrance is like blended so well. So the 3 notes that you see on the front, they're blended so well that you just don't necessarily pinpoint all of those out. But in number 4, you're gonna pinpoint these out. You're gonna get the saffron, you're gonna get the oud, and you're gonna get a slight airy vanilla. So this one I think is unisex, leaning masculine, because the oud and the saffron is ouding and saffroning, but I absolutely think it's a beautiful fragrance. I haven't had much times that I've worn this at all. I think I've only worn it once, so I need to get some more wear out of it. I think it'll be really good in the fall time. This is Bora Bora. This is the only Giardini di Totsana fragrance that I have, and I like it. It's definitely giving coconut, vanilla, frangipani, tropical vibes. I've worn it a couple times. The longevity was really good. The projection was decent. Like, I liked it a lot. I know everybody talks about the other one, which is Bianco Latte. I might have to get that one for the fall, but this one was really nice for the summer. You definitely have to like a mix of white and yellow florals to love this, but it had a nice creaminess and sweetness to it, and it just smelled really, really good. Next is your girl and mine, 100 Silent Waves. So this one is definitely a easy reach, fruity floral, niche, beginner friendly. It's just one you don't really have to think about, and you know you're gonna smell good for sure. So 100 Silent Waves, we love her. Then we have Ani by Nishane. Y'all know this is like a green type of vanilla fragrance. Oh my gosh, the vanilla on this is so nice. Perfect for fall and winter, but you can absolutely get away with this on a summer night. It's good to layer with other fragrances. I feel like it leans more on the feminine side to me, but I know a lot of women feel like it leans on the masculine side. But I like it. It's definitely a powerful, deep type of vanilla, and yeah, I personally love this one. Talea, we love Talea. First of all, the bottle is beautiful. I know some people don't like these bottles, but I actually think they are so cute. But this is your tropical, fruity, super upscale type of vacation fragrance. It's pricey for sure, so I don't just wear this to just run errands or anything, but man, I was loving this summer. The projection, sillage, longevity, everything on it was really good. Like, I feel like it's a great fragrance for summer, especially if you're going somewhere nice and tropical, and it's like a dinner date night fragrance for me. This is Tibet by Tiziana Terenzi. This was one of my first Tiziana Terenzi fragrances. It was so hyped a couple years ago, and I had to have it, and it did not disappoint. It's so nice. So it's a fruity, not fruity, but like a, yeah, kind of fruity, musky type of fragrance. It does have that warm sand in there, and I feel like I get the warm sand. It smells like, the warm sand smells like how your feet feel when you put your feet in warm sand, how you just get that kind of solar warm feeling to it. I feel like I get that when I wear it to bed, but it also gives me, like, you know, a fruitiness, a tropicalness, a very solar summer type of feel. Projection, woo, longevity, woo, everything top tier, worth every penny. This is Deluxe by Tiziana Terenzi. This is a rose coffee fragrance. I feel like the rose and the coffee is very balanced in here. I personally like a nice coffee scent, but I know a lot of people don't really care for the coffee being too strong in their fragrances. So if you are that type of person, the coffee is not strong in here. I think the coffee is very well balanced with the rose, and this is the quietest Tiziana Terenzi fragrance that I have. So it is calm, quiet, but still very pretty, and it gives you that, you know, fall vibe with the coffee in it. So I love that. One of my favorite coffee fragrances, actually. So I have two Tamine fragrances. This one is Peregrina. This one is rose and caramel, and just soft and kind of powdery. I think it has decent longevity and decent like projection. It's not like in your sip bubble, it's a little more than that, but it's not beast mode. But when I wear this, it's just so pretty and feminine, and I just love it. Blue Heart, if you love saffron, I don't see how you would not love this. Like, this is a saffron bomb, and it's just blended so good. You get the saffron for sure, but you also get like a creaminess, like slight creaminess, not like super creamy, like a slight creaminess, maybe from some coconut, a little bit of sweetness from vanilla. But this is so pretty. Now this one definitely projects a little more and has better longevity than Peregrina, but this is fire. I have 3 by Fragrance Du Bois. This one is Oud Jaune Intense. So I have the smaller bottle. Wish I had the bigger one, but girl, the price. This is definitely one of those frangipani, like coconut vanilla kind of summertime scents, but on a very much so elevated type of level. Here you can definitely tell that it's niche because it's blended to perfection. There is, I guess, oud in there, but you don't smell the oud at all. Well, I don't smell the oud at all, and I think it's just like a really nice you know, yellow floral fragrance for summer. Oud Orange Intense is like a nice floral, powdery, sophisticated floral. I feel like I can slightly smell the oud a little bit more in this one, but the oud isn't strong at all. So if you're not an oud lover, you should definitely still get a sample of this because the oud is not strong. Lastly is my girl Cavort, honey. This is sexy sophistication. This smells so good, so sexy. If you like fragrances like Passion de l'Amour, I feel like you would like Cavort. Definitely get a sample of it because it's a pricey fragrance, but y'all, I absolutely love this. This is actually my favorite of my Fragrance Du Bois fragrances. Liquides Imaginaires Bloody Wood. Nobody really talks about this fragrance. I like it. It's not like my favorite in my collection, but I do like it. As you can see, I've worn it. This is like red wine, and like literal red wine. Like, you're definitely gonna smell red wine, but it's not as woody as I thought it was gonna be. It's like red wine and powdery type of iris to me. So I usually wear this to bed, or I layer it with something. I don't think it's for everybody. I think it's definitely an acquired taste or, you know, scent profile for sure. But yeah, that's what I get from Bloody Wood. Red wine and a powdery, comforty vibe. So next is Blanche Bette. I don't really probably have to say too much about it because she's super popular, but this is definitely going to give you a lactonic, creamy, coconut, almond, mystical type of floral vibe. So I absolutely love this. I don't use it as much because I don't know why I don't use it as much, but I know it smells amazing every time I wear it. The sillage, honey, they are going to smell you walking by. It's just that girl. Then we have Dom Rosa. This is Champagne Rose, and this is actually more woody than Bloody Wood to me. So yeah, that's what I get out of this fragrance, the sparkly type of champagne. Then you get the rose and the woodiness. It's a nice evening type of scent, and I feel like you can probably wear this all year round, but it did really nice in the spring and summer. This is Delina La Rose. So this is Michelle of Destiny's Child, and she holds her own. You know, she's watery and aquatic, not watered down though by any means. She holds her own. Projection, sillage, longevity, all of that is still A1 on this. Perfect for summer hot days, and layering with other summer fragrances. Cassili, I always call Cassili like the tropical Parfums de Marly. This gives you plum and frangipani and just a creaminess about her. Like the way the bottle looks, I feel like it kind of smells like that. And this is what I like to wear when I want to wear a Parfums de Marly that smells more on the tropical, yellow, floral, creamy, fruity side. So Meliora is giving us our nice like aquatic type of black currant fruity fragrance for the summertime. The longevity is not the best, but when I layered her with Tibet, I smelled Meliora all day layered with Tibet. So just layer this with something that you know is like nice and super long lasting and see if that helps. I know summer is pretty much over now, but that's what I did. And of course I worn it on its own too, you can see. But yeah, I just love this. I think it's just an easy reach, pretty, feminine, girly fragrance. This is Oriana. This is your marshmallow, orange blossom, you know, creamy whipped cream fragrance. Me personally, because it's so sweet and creamy and rich, I personally like to wear it in the fall and spring. So next is Athalia. She doesn't get a lot of love in the social media streets. This is definitely a grown, sophisticated fragrance. I feel like this is like Oriana's more mature sister, like more mature type of mother. Yeah, it definitely has a regalness about it. It's powdery. It's not anything groundbreaking for sure, and a lot of people might not like this, but it's definitely super like powdery, feminine and mature, and I like Athalia. Then we have Delina. This was my first Parfums de Marly fragrance because it was so super hyped and I was not disappointed. I'm a rose lover, so when I smelled it I was like, ooh, I love it. That rhubarb is too sour for a lot of people, but that's what I love about Delina. That's what makes her different. That's what makes her stand out from some of my other rose fragrances. We already know the performance, sillage, long. We already know how she performs. Like, she is that girl. She's on you all day and tomorrow. And we have Delina Exclusive. This is hands down my favorite Parfums de Marly fragrance. If I had to get rid of all my Parfums de Marly fragrances, she ain't going nowhere. Okay, she ain't going nowhere. I love her. I got the rose. I've got the incense. I like that in there. I like the creaminess about this. Like, this is just so pretty. Definitely my favorite. If you tried Delina and you did not like Delina, try La Rose or try Exclusive. We have Bitter Peach. I know everybody does not love this, but this boozy, peachy, like rummy type of scent smells so freaking good on me. I love this. I don't know why people don't like it, but I absolutely love it. So this is Soleil Blanc. I got a chance to pull this out a few weeks ago and loved it because I hadn't worn it since last year. This is coconut, vanilla, peppery, spicy. Not a lot spicy, but there's like a little bit of spice in there that gives it a sophistication, a more kind of grown up, sexy type of coconut vanilla. So when I'm reaching for a coconut vanilla, like for date night or something where we're going to be by the water, then I will pull this one. Rose Prick is my all year round time for. Absolutely love this. This is not a rose for everybody, but it's definitely a rose for me. I love the creaminess to it. It's a slight creaminess. No, not creaminess, powderiness. It's a slight powderiness to it. It has a greenness in it, like it has a little patchouli in it, and it has a spice to it. I think it's either pepper or turmeric or both in this, but yeah, it has a spiciness to it, and I just love that about this. This is a unisex rose. To me it leans feminine, but I mean, I guess it's a unisex rose because men wear it too. But yeah, this, I love this spicy rose fragrance. Now we're getting into the time fours I like to wear in the fall and winter, and of course Lost Cherry has to be in the building. Like, this is the icon, the legend, and the moment as far as cherry fragrances go. Okay, hating on the performance of it aside, the scent itself is everything. I don't know how people get cough syrup from this, what kind of cough syrup y'all be taking, because I need it, like, because I would take it. This smells so good. It's the boozy, syrupy, thick cherry fragrance, and it's my favorite cherry fragrance in my collection. Like, I can't be without it. Vanille Fatale, this is one of my favorite vanillas in my collection. This is like vanilla and like leather or something like that. Like it definitely gives me like a sexy all black outfit type of thing, date night. A really good vanilla. If Tobacco Vanille was too masculine for you, definitely try Vanille Fatale. Last for this shelf are my MFK fragrances. I think it's like 3 more MFKs I want to add to my collection, but right now I only have 4, and this is Oud Satin Mood Extrait. The extrait is that girl. If Oud Satin Mood was too masculine for you, try the extrait. Like seriously, this one is more feminine to me. It's a little more powdery. It has a nice spicy cinnamon note in it. It's just warm and just really sexy. It gets compliments, and I'm glad I got this one. Will I ever buy the original? Maybe so, but this one is the one for me. This is Gentle Fluidity Go. I bought this Baccarat and Baccarat Extrait all at the same time off the MFK website when I was first getting into niche fragrances, because that's when you could get them for cheaper from the MFK website, because he ain't know that we was doing that, because it was way more expensive in the States. So I bought all 3 of them at the same time, and I'm so glad I did, because he caught on to it, girl. We caught. So anyway, Gentle Fluidity Go is such a nice light airy vanilla. I think anybody would love this. If you're a vanilla lover, you will absolutely love this. My juice is finally starting to get dark. I remember when I first was getting into niche fragrances and everybody had theirs and their juice was dark, and I got mine and my juice was light, and I was like, as the vanilla gets darker, as the vanilla gets more potent in here, the juice definitely gets darker, like all vanilla fragrances, and it's stronger now. It's more long lasting. It's just a beautiful fragrance. You can wear this anytime, day, night, dress it up, dress it down. Like this is definitely signature scent worthy. This is BR540, the Extrait. This is my favorite out of the 2, I will say. This just gives me so much confidence, so much life. This reminds me of my dad. I wore it to his funeral because it just reminds me of him. This is when I was first getting into niche fragrances, and I bought this, and I just felt so bossy and confident. Like I had my shit together when I had this and wore it, and you know, I just really love this fragrance. And everybody was talking about Baccarat, the original, so I was like, let me get the Extrait. Okay, let me step it up on them or whatever. But yeah, I just absolutely love this, and it's definitely the almond in there for me that just turns it up a notch, and I just love it. And lastly is BR540. This is the original Don Dada. Okay, she's hyped for a reason, and I just love it. It's just it's the fragrance that put me on to light airy saffrons and ambroxan that just lingers through the air, and just a super long lasting beautiful scent. This is signature scent worthy. You could dress it up, you could dress it down, and it's Baccarat. It's BR540. It is the most duped fragrance like probably ever in history, and as it should be. Okay, they getting close. Don't get me wrong, I smell some really good dupes of this for sure, but the original, ain't nobody messing with the original, and that's just on period. So we're gonna start with one of my favorites from Goldfield and Banks, which is Pacific Rock Moss. Now I know you like, how's that your favorite? And it ain't even hardly no dent in it. I had 3 decants of this, so that's why. And those are gone. I love this. My man loves it. It's so good. This is definitely unisex. It leans straight up and down the middle to me. This is a clean, fresh, slightly aquatic, marine type of fragrance. It smells more clean, fresh, and soapy to me than salty. So I just absolutely love this. It just smells so good on a man or a woman. Perfect for hot weather. But yeah, we already went through the 3 decants of this. Then we have the infamous Sunset Hour. You can definitely see the dent that I put in this. And y'all, this is a surprising compliment getter. It has peach and ginger and a little bit of fruity floralness going on. Definitely a nice, easy reach, feminine, beginner niche type of fragrance. Great for summer. This is another one that's good for summer. This is Bohemian Lime, and I think this is a unisex scent too. I think a man or a woman can wear this. This has a nice like limey, citrusy type of opening, and then it goes into a clean, fresh kind of cologne scent. It's not soapy, but more like clean, fresh cologne. And I like it. As you can see, I've definitely worn it, and it's just a nice clean fragrance to go run errands in during the hot weather. This is one that doesn't get a lot of love in the social media streets, and this is Southern Bloom. Now, I can see why, because this is just not going to be for everybody. This is a powdery, mature type of fragrance. If you have to like powdery fragrances, the Baronia flower and the iris just gives it this soft, feminine, mature type of scent, and I just absolutely love it. You can see that I do wear this, and I can wear this to bed. I can wear this to run errands, and it's just a nice scent. I think it was better for me in the springtime because the powderiness on here is kind of thick. It's kind of a thick powdery fragrance, but I do really enjoy this, and more people should give it a try, especially if you like powdery, more mature fragrances. Last for my Goldfield and Banks collection is Silky Woods. I absolutely love this. This is a beautiful vanilla for fall and winter. Love it. It's vanilla sweetness, a little bit of a warm spice to it, definitely a nice smooth woodiness. Like, this is just really good, and the longevity on it was really nice. Next are my creeds. This one is Love and White. I always tell y'all this smells like a beautiful, like floral, white floral, luxurious soap. It has an airiness about it, and it's just clean. I do feel like it is a more mature type of scent, but I love it. It's just so clean, soapy, and fresh. Perfect for hot weather, perfect for outdoor events, and I just love it. I also wear this to bed too. Windflowers by Creed. Me and Windflowers had a time this summer and spring, honey. I was definitely enjoying this. This is I think it's a thick floral fragrance. So it's not, it's kind of dense. You have to like florals to love it, but it does have a sweetness to it. And it has nice projection and sillage and longevity. Like, I have no problems with this fragrance at all. It's girly, it's feminine. If you like stuff like Coco Mademoiselle and fragrances like that, then I feel like you should definitely give this a try, because they are kind of like in the same family. They don't smell alike at all, but they're in the same family. Last for Creeds is Adventures for Her. Like, this is just one that you just have to have in your collection. A lot of women say that this leans too masculine for them. I can see where they're coming from with that, but it doesn't give me masculine. It gives me boss. It gives me attention grabber. It gives me, what do you have on? You smell like you got your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is definitely a nice dominant fragrance. You have no problems with the performance, longevity, projection. See it, like, you have no problems with the performance of this fragrance all the way around, and it's just good. I want to say I feel like it has pineapple in here too. I'm not 100% sure, but it's like a fruity, cologne type of fragrance, and I love it. I mean, I know why it's hyped, because I get it, but I know this isn't for everybody. But if you like unisex leaning masculine fragrances, give this a try. Or if you like straight up and down unisex fragrances, give this a try. Now for my BDK fragrances, I only have 4. This is Rouge Smoking. So I specifically bought this to wear to bed when I first bought it, because everybody said that it smelled like root beer floats and cherry Coca-Cola and all of that, and didn't have the best performance. And I do agree with that. The performance isn't great on this for me, but I specifically wore it I specifically bought it to wear to bed, and it does the job for me. It gives me that comfort. It definitely smells like a cherry Coke float, root beer type of float, and I mean, I like it. Layered with like a vanilla body lotion, and it's just nice, comforting, and cozy, and yeah, I like to wear this to bed. This is Passoir by BDK. I know this is a fan favorite. This was definitely a slow burn for me. When I first got it, I was like, no ma'am, like, but as you can see, I told y'all when I got it that I was going to give it a wear when the weather started warming up, and I did, and I do like it better. I don't hate it like I did before, and it's better when you wear it. I will say that, like, I feel like once I wore it, I didn't get that licorice, black pepper note as strong. So when I was wearing it, it was cool. So we ain't beefing no more. We cool. Now for my 2 favorite BDKs in my collection. Gris Charnel. Now y'all know this had to be in here. It was always super hyped, and I just had to see what the tea was. Yeah, this is so good. I see what the hype is about. The fig and the cardamom, it just smells really good. Nice, sexy. You can wear this date night. It's not like stripper sexy or nothing like that, but it's like it definitely has a sex appeal to it. So I do like Gris Charnel. I feel like it's definitely worth the hype. The performance is good on this, and I like it. I heard the extrait is a little more masculine, so I'm just gonna stick to this one. and Tobacco Rose. This is probably, I don't know. This and Gris Charnel is definitely running neck and neck, but I love me some Tobacco Rose. If you like Oud Bouquet, Passion de l'Amour, Cavort, I feel like you would like this fragrance because I feel like they all live in the same house somewhere together. So this has rose, tobacco, chocolate, and I just love this. The performance on this is top tier. Like, I've had no performance issues with this at all. This is probably one of my best performing, this and Gris Charnel, between the other ones. But yeah, this is good. Like, love this. So glad that the fall is coming so I can pull this back out. The only other two BDKs that I actually want is Velvet Tonka and Creme de Cure. Let's get into my Kilians. I only have 4 Kilians. Let's start with Rolling in Love. Rolling in Love is going to give you that almondy, powdery, just nice, soft, I would say a fragrance that they do need to be close to you and in your scent bubble to smell it, but the smell is so addictive and it makes you want to come closer and smell it. So I think it's definitely named appropriately. I don't have any backup bottles of anything, but if I was to purchase backup bottles, if I was that type of person, this would be one of them. I love this fragrance. I just do. It's deep, dark, sexy, mysterious, chocolatey, rum, boozy, coffee. Like, it's just something about Black Phantom that just gives me all the feels. I love it. It's perfection for fall and winter. If you have not gotten your nose on this, get your nose on it. If you like coffee, chocolate, boozy, like you like those types of fragrances, then definitely try Black Phantom. Apple Brandy on the Rocks. I always say this is my summertime Angel's Share because it gives me that apple brandy, but it's light, airy, watery, more like, you know, transparent type of feel. It's not super dark and thick and super sweet or anything like that. I have recommended this to some people and they tried it. They felt that it leaned slightly masculine on them. You can always add a fragrance that has apple in it to make it more feminine, I guess. This doesn't lean masculine to me, but I know everybody's nose is different. I've told them that try to layer with Eating Juicy Apple or something with apple in it to make it more feminine for you. But to me, this is just perfection the way it is. And Angel Share, like, girl, who doesn't have Angel Share? I absolutely love this. This rum, boozy, apple pie, cinnamon, it just takes you to the holidays. It takes you to holiday parties, good times, laughter, food. It just takes you there, but also has a very, like, I wouldn't say sexy, but it's still something sexy about it. You know what I mean? Like, you can still wear this on date night and not feel like you have on food at all. This is one of those gourmands that doesn't give food. It gives very much so bomb fragrance. And then I have 2 random ones on this shelf because I don't have any sisters for them yet, but I will be getting some. The first one is Keep Glazed by House of Oud. To me, this is a creamy mango, slightly lactonic fragrance. Some people say they get like greenness from this. I didn't get that. Or a plasticky smell. I didn't get any of that from this. I just got a nice mango creaminess from this. It had good performance on it and I just really enjoyed it. I feel like God of Fire has more of a greenness and mango than this one does. And the last one for this shelf is my Boo Passion de l'Amour. And this is saffron. It's caramel. It smells like it has a super smooth, sexy oud in it. Like, I love Passion de l'Amour. It's so sexy to me. I think it's a great date night scent. I think it's great for all year round. It definitely shines in the cooler weather like fall or spring. You could definitely wear it for a summer night. I've worn it in the winter time when it was cold and it did the job. Like, love Passion de l'Amour. If you like Cavort, you like Tobacco Rose, I feel like Oud Bouquet, like, I feel like all of those are in the same realm. This is Perfume by Argos. This has definitely gotten better the longer that it has sat. When I first got it, I was like, okay, it's cute, but it's not, you know, the bee's knees. But now it's much better. It's still not the bee's knees, but it's still much better. And it's a floral, feminine, a little bit of spices in here. Like, I'm smelling something a little spicy in here. I feel like this is definitely for those that like feminine fragrances that are more close to the skin, kind of quiet, but has like a nice trail behind it. That is what this gives me. I wear this out to run errands, and I've also worn it to bed. And I've worn it to non-casual, non-dressed up dates, like more casual dates. So yeah, this is what I would wear this one for. The bottles are beautiful Palace of Themes. If you're not new here, then you've definitely heard me talk about this throughout the summer, spring and summer. But this is a nice, thick, rich, dense floral rose fragrance. It's sweet. It has some fruitiness. It smells like it has like maybe some peach or something. It's some type of fruity notes in there with the rose. And this is definitely a sophisticated fruity floral fragrance. Love this. I always say this is the more mature version of like 100 Silent Ways. So if you like that and you're looking for something a little more mature and sophisticated, a little more on the niche realm, then go with Palace of Theme. And lastly for Argos is Triumph of Bacchus. This is the headliner. Like, everybody has been hyping this, and for good reason, and I absolutely love it. It's a compliment getter. It's tobacco, it's rose, it's kind of like a sweet, thick, spicy, fruity fragrance. It's definitely unisex. A lot of men love this, but a lot of women love this as well. Women are definitely attracted to this fragrance. I've worn this fragrance and it's gotten so many compliments from women, and I don't think they were complimenting me because I smelled girly and all of that. They were like, you smell sexy AF, like what do you have on? Like that is definitely alluring. So this is Triumph of Bacchus, and that tobacco, like, oh, I'm so ready to wear this for the cold weather. This is by Veronique Goodbye, and this is Sur La Plage, and this was really nice for the summertime. This is the only Veronique Goodbye fragrance that I have, but I did test out a couple of others, and this one was definitely my favorite. So this is giving you that marine, salty, a little floral type of fragrance. Like, this smells like you're standing in front of one of the most beautiful blue oceans in the world. You smell the waves, you smell the ocean, you smell the saltiness, you smell florals in the background. Like, this is just so nice, clean, fresh, airy, but still has the marine saltiness. So now for my Un Nuit Nomade collection, I actually really enjoy this house. I did a whole house review, and I'll leave that link for you guys. But definitely pay attention here because there were some changes from that. So this is Bohemian Soul, and when I first smelled Bohemian Soul, I got the most beautiful lime citrusy fragrance that just went off into a clean direction. Now that I have the full bottle, I don't get the lime the way I did before. Now you do still get a clean kind of cologne type of smell, and it just smells clean, fresh, something good for hot weather. But I wish the lime was prominent like it was before. So I'm gonna let this sit, of course, until next summer. Maybe it'll macerate and give me something like more like what the sample was that I had. But I still like it, but I don't love it like I did in that video. This one was a summer favorite for me. This is Sun Bleach. This one is your clean, fresh laundry, but the laundry is being cleaned and dried on a beach. You get a solar quality to it, and it's just like clean, fresh laundry drying on the beach in the sun. Like, I just love this so much. This was so good for the summer. The performance was pretty good for it to be so lightweight, and I just really enjoyed this one. This is Nothing But Sea and Sky. This gets a lot of hype on YouTube, and it's a nice sandalwood creamy scent. It has a coldness to it, which I don't know why, but it definitely gives you the vibe that the brand was trying to portray. So it gives you like you're on the ocean, but it's snowing. So you're somewhere like in a New England type of ocean or something like that, because it has a cold nature to it, but it also smells very clean and creamy and sandalwoody fresh. So I feel like if you like fragrances like This Is Her by Zadig and Voltaire, you would like this, but this is more transparent and airy compared to that one. That one is thicker and creamier. So if you layered This Is Her but with Lazy Sunday Morning, I feel like you would get Nothing But Sea and Sky. And I normally just wear this to bed or to run errands. So yeah, this is nice. It's about to get cold outside, so I'll probably only wear it to bed for now. But in the warmer weather, I was wearing it to run errands as well. Jardin's De Misfit. I feel like this is the most popular from the Un Nuit Nomade house, and I do enjoy this fragrance. Now, when I first smelled the sample, I was in love with it. It was rose and dates and just a thick, sweet, syrupy type of rose date type of fragrance, and I really enjoyed it. Then I got the bottle, and I did not get that. Like, it smelled close to what I smelled in the sample, but not spot on. So I said, okay, well, let me let it sit and I've let it sit. The juice is dark like how the sample was now, and now I'm getting exactly what I smelled before. So if you have this fragrance and it doesn't smell like what you thought it was going to smell based on the description from other people, just let it sit. This has been sitting for months and months and months. I've used it for sure. I've already used it, but the more that it sits, the better it gets, the thicker and the sweeter that it gets for me. And now I'm just really back to loving it like I did with the sample. So yeah, this is going to be perfect for fall weather, and I'm ready to bust it back out. I know y'all heard about sugar leather and you've been hearing a lot about it. I actually wore this in the spring right before it got hot because I wanted to test it out. I wore it a couple times. This is cute. This is really, really cute. This is definitely leather. You have to like leather for sure, but it has a candied sweetness to it. So it's like leather with a candy type of honey caramel drizzle or something on it like that. And it also has like a spicy cinnamon quality to it. So yeah, this is about to get a good wear for the fall and the winter because this is the perfect months for it. And I can also see this being good for layering too. The last one I have from Una We Nomad is Sumo Oriental, and y'all about to hear a lot about this for the fall and winter because this is so good. I do feel like this could be a unisex scent, but if you like cacao and rum, boozy, sweet fragrances, that's what this gives. It does have patchouli and cyprer oil in it, which cyprer oil can go good or bad for me, but I don't really get a lot of it in here. It does have patchouli, but the patchouli is like a chocolatey patchouli, maybe because the cacao is in there, and you get a slight creaminess from sandalwood. I get a spice from this. I don't know if it's nutmeg or cinnamon, but it's definitely a warm spice in here, and y'all, I cannot wait to wear this for the cold weather. So as you guys can see, we still have a lot of fragrances to go. So this is just going to be part one. Stay tuned for part two. Make sure you are subscribed. A lot of you guys love my content and watch it on a regular, but you're not subscribed. So definitely check and make sure you are, and stay tuned for part two tomorrow. So see you guys in the next one.